Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School, your home for the highest level of football analysis available anywhere. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Today we got a good one. We're going to learn from one of the best. Drew Brees throws a nasty interception here. We're going to see exactly what went wrong, talk about the nuance of the play design, execution, pass protection elements, what they're doing on defense, all of the above. See if there's all sorts of elements we can hopefully learn from, be able to get better understand what exactly is going on both sides of the ball. But that's a bad feeling right there when the whole defense is out there rowing a boat on an interception screen. There's nothing worse than throwing an interception on a screen because you could easily turn it down, throw it in the dirt if you see it. But regardless, all sorts of issues here we're going to dive into, really talk about the nuts and bolts of the pass protection. Trying to get out and block the guy who has the running back in man coverage is something that you got to understand as an offensive lineman. But then having this idea of faking one way, coming back, throwing a blind screen the other way is something you never want to do as a quarterback. So all sorts of good stuff to learn from. Hopefully you all enjoy it. Welcome to the QB School. All right, out the jump here, they motion over into a little 3x1 and do a quick little, run it through here one time, quick little fake quick screen to the number 2, who's actually a running back, come back, try to get the tailback on a little slide screen across the protection-wise. Now, there's all sorts of issues. When I first watched this, I thought this was kind of a screen option play where he could either throw this quick screen, depending on the numbers here. So if they get the defenders that they want and they got it blocked up, I think that they could turn this into kind of a screen read type play where 3-on-3. I don't have a problem throwing this quick screen, getting up the field, 3-on-3 hats. You got a good chance. Watching it in more detail, I think that this is just a bluff screen because these guys look like they're never blocking out here. They're just coming out and trying to get back in the play. So I don't love the play as much when it's not a screen option. So theoretically, I'd love to see it turn into an option where if you like this, you like the matchup, you get the ball here, you get it out of your hands quickly. Regardless, they come out, fake the little quick screen here, and run a little slide screen back to this running back. Now, normally I love screens. I can't get enough screens. But here we got all sorts of issues because this is some sort of, you're getting combo coverage. So what I mean by combo coverage is that it looks like to me they're running zone principles over here, quarters, and then almost two-man operation down here. So it looks like he's up here man, and then we can see his eyes in the tight. He's eyeballing this back. So I think we got zone principles up here, playing quarters out here, and we're playing two-man on the backside with a half-field safety down here. So with that, it brings all sorts of little nuanced things to the actual play itself. So when you have someone who's covering man-to-man on the back, you have to get up and block that guy. And if you block him, it turns into a huge play. But it's something that the center has to be able to know, or whoever is the uncovered offensive lineman. So right here, the center, instead of watching the motion, because this is how they do it, you see the indicator for whatever to give yourself as many indicators as possible of what's going on defense. The guy who needs to be watching the defense has his head between his legs. So he misses that opportunity to see that. So regardless, they jump into what I'm going to call combo coverage, two-man down here. You see that linebacker talking to those guys? Run it back one more time. So we see this Will linebacker right here. He's talking. It's something that if you don't have your head between your legs, so you can see this guy. He's talking to these guys, figuring it out exactly what's going on. Afterwards, we can see his eyes are right on the back. He's got him man-to-man. So you see other teams, different teams have different techniques for shotgun. Oftentimes you'll see the guard looking back, the guy who doesn't make the line calls, the decisions. Regardless, that unit, offensive line unit, needs to figure out on all screens, if it's man coverage, they need to get someone up to block this guy. Doesn't matter who it is, how they sort it out. You can't have him cutting off the screen like he does on this interception. So that's the first issue I have with the pass protection. The next, and this element chaps my ass, and if you watch this channel, you understand this because I'll talk about it all the time that I see it. So right here, you see the linebacker. Sort it out. Sort it out. Now watch him. He looks like he's got this guy man to man, right? I mean, you can't stare at a guy enough right here. He is eyeballing this back right here. He has him in man coverage. Now, as an offensive line unit, the uncovered guy oftentimes is tasked with blocking the guy who has the running back right here in man coverage. So when he slides across, he needs to have the capacity to either work with them, to get up, to get someone on him, or just to go straight to him. But again, because of the play design, which we've already talked about the issues, we'd love it if it was a combo screen where you could throw the quick screen to the left. There's all sorts of another issue. First, let me run it back so you can watch the linebacker cover the running back before he even gets over there. So see him, he's cheating over there, never has a chance. So again, back out. We see him sorting it out. 53, you got him, right here. Now, we know that the other issue that really chaps me is that so theoretically, you got 5 offensive linemen. These 2 guys are taken out. They're going to be blocking screen footwork, whatever. Let them get up the field and get off when you can. Theoretically, he should be working over here, getting up. But because it's a slide screen, and what I mean by slide screen is when the running back starts on one side and goes to the other, oftentimes the pass protection will be set where these offensive linemen, these 3, will be working back this way. And this back, theoretically, would, if this linebacker were to come, he would block him because he's already going over there for the screen, or at least take the edge off and get the screen. So that causes some issues. But what's even more complicated is with the little fake quick screen, they run the left tackle out immediately, so he's not blocking. And then the thing that really chaps me is the double team on the 3 technique, who becomes into the A gap here. Sorry about that. Who comes into the A gap here. So you end up getting a double team here with these 2. So these 2 guys end up blocking right here. This guy, the defensive end, is running free. This guy, who has him in man coverage, beats the running back to the spot. So the play design doesn't give himself a chance. Now, from the quarterback perspective, let's watch it here, be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. So the defensive end comes free, double team, miss, all sorts of issues. So again, got all sorts of pass protection issues that you don't give yourself a chance to. Then from the quarterback perspective, you come back, you got a fake quick screen. Now, I'd love them to just be able to throw it, get it out of your hands and go. But whatever, you come back, you fake it to your left. You then have to get back and see this throw across the field. Now, you assume that your guys are going to be able to 3-on-3 to be able to get up and block this. And this has a chance. If you block the guy who's covering the running back or the screen getter, you got a chance for a big play all the time in man coverage. These are big hitter opportunities. But he's got to also be able to see it. It's a trust thing, and you have to see it. So when he lets this thing go right here, that running back, like, I don't even know if it, this is picky, but this is the ball right here. He's not even through the hole yet, and the ball ends up coming almost over here. Like, even if this guy wasn't here who gets the interception, I still think he misses this throw by a good 3, 4, 5 yards way over here. So got all sorts of issues. Right here, it's muddy like that. As a quarterback, you just learn to go right there at the guy's feet. Throw it right off an offensive lineman's hip or running back's hip down there right at the bottom. Spike it, live to play another day. That's tough, though. It's easy to say that from the board with the clicker. It's another thing to get out there and do it. Well, that's a really bad feeling. Really bad feeling going out there. But hopefully y'all got something out of this video. All sorts of little things. Again, love to see. Just come out, throw the quick screen if you like it. Otherwise, block it up correctly. Give yourself a chance to be successful. And if you're an offensive lineman or you're coaching offensive lineman, you have to block the guy who's got the running back who's getting the screen. Give yourself a chance to be successful. So thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Let me know. Give me some feedback what you think's going on the channel. I'm having fun doing this. So thanks so much for watching. Have a good one.